Hey, what's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of Messages in the Madness with yours truly, Longhorn. Yep, Vernon Davis. Vernon Longhorn Davis. Yeah, get it right. Vernon Longhorn Davis. Making it happen, gonna make it stick. So I appreciate y'all stopping by Sunday. It's Sunday, man. As always, right at 8 o'clock, I'm here. You're here. Appreciate you being here. Hope you had a great week, a great weekend. I just hope everything in your life is just awesome. It's great to be back for our third season. Pretty happy about that. Yes, I am. Even though, like I said, I had my doubts, I had my thoughts, maybe, maybe not, but I'm back and you're back too. So thank you very much. Had a great weekend. I went fishing today, as you can tell by my background. That's my peace place. At least that's what I call it. It's my peaceful place. A little place called Spanish Lake Park out in North County here in St. Louis. And I went out there with my little giant. I put it like that. My 14-year-old giant. He's Mackay Longhorn. Boy, 6 feet tall. Boy, look at me dead in my eyes. Almost as tall as me. I'm like, boy, let me tell you something. I still knock you out. So don't get it twisted. So for those of y'all that say that, for those of y'all that keep up with me, then last weekend we was in where were we at? Oh, Atlanta. So I broadcasted from Atlanta in reference to our new grandbaby. So Ms. Autumn is doing very well, thank y'all. And got some great news today. I'm really excited about it. Let's see, you can see. But I got a phone call today, y'all, that kind of blew my mind about being on TV. Yeah. And it's funny because I was having a conversation yesterday with Nanette, and she said, "What are you doing? Are you getting ready to go to the next level?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm getting ready to go to the next level." And tonight after dinner, I got a phone call from a television producer, from a show producer, saying, "Hey, you ain't even got an audition. We want you." So I can't really talk about the show yet, but it's coming. It's a real deal. They've already filmed 2 seasons of it, so I'm going to be on the third season of it. So I'm a little giddy about that. Giddy? Shit. I am flat out happy about it. Yeah, yeah, I am. I really, really, really am. So I'm gonna thank God in front of y'all because yeah, thank you, Lord. I appreciate you very much. And I appreciate y'all supporting me, keeping me, in your prayers and your positive thoughts and everything. But looks like Longhorns supposed to go to another level. I'm supposed to get another TV credit under my name. So that's gonna be amazing. So that's still a little ways down the line, but I took the phone call tonight, so I'm kind of happy about that. So hey, Miss Charlotte, hey brother James, good to see y'all, man. Thank y'all for stopping by. Hope some more folks stop by, but then again, y'all know me. Whether it's just me and y'all, hey, I'm happy. So what's going on, man? There's a lot going on. We're not gonna get into that, but I will get into tonight's topic. As you see here on the screen right there, it says make the time. Why does it say make the time? Because we're always talking about we don't have enough time to do this, to do that, and the other. We say it all the time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm not able to. Let me put you into a schedule. Let me do everything but what we're supposed to do. And don't, I'm not mad at people because I'm guilty of it myself. Uh, hey, Mr. Net, thank you for joining us. Um, I don't know when the Ford commercial's coming out, James. Still working on that. But hey, one step at a time, okay? Everything happens in its own time, which is but what we're talking about tonight, time. We say this quite often. I don't have the time. I got to make the time. Well, quite frankly, time is really the only thing that you have. And time is the one thing that you have that you don't know how much of it you have. You don't have it. Y'all, so in the comments, a gentleman named Nick Lewis kicked in the name of the show that I'm going to be on is called Pure Comedy Laughs. Longhorn's going to be doing some clean comedy. So, and y'all, those of y'all that know me know I can do clean comedy. So I just thank Mr. Lewis for putting that name up there. I appreciate that. But time, that's I mean, I keep trying to get back to it, but that's all we have is time. And we we always telling folks that I got to try to figure out how to make this time when you only have so much time and you don't know how long that is. Some of y'all have been blessed to have lived, long lives, 60, 50, 60, 70 years, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And so some of y'all know this, but some people still deny this as the truth. And the truth is, we make the time for the things that are important to us. We make the time for the people that are important to us. We make the time for the things that we feel like deserve our time. And if you're able to do that, then you have the time. Case in point, let's just say you decide that you want to take a vacation and you say you're going to take this vacation XYZ December or blah, 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 blah. Well, everything that you do, not everything, but between this point that you say that and the point that you get to there, you're doing what you got to do in order to make sure that you can take that vacation. So if you can manipulate your time to make sure that you can take this vacation, and then when you get on this vacation, what are you going to do? You're going to relax and you're going to enjoy some sights. You're going to drink some alcohol that you probably shouldn't be drinking. You're going to do some things that you normally wouldn't do. But you're going to take that whole piece of time and do with it what you will. Then why can't you do that with your everyday life? Take the time to do what it is that you need to do when you need to do it instead of making excuses. I had a gentleman ask me the other day, well, he said, Mr. Longhorn, what do you do? I said, well, it depends on what day it is. He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, during the week, I'm a management consultant for OEM manufacturer. Oh, okay. On the weekend, I'm a published author, stand-up comic, public speaker, co-owner of a comedy booking agency, founder of a nonprofit for veterans, father, grandfather, great grandfather, husband. He goes, wow, that's a lot. How do you find time for that? And I say, it's very, very simple. I compartmentalize. I put things into the perspective. And yeah, sometimes I gotta change. Sometimes I gotta change things up. I gotta jump through a hoop or make a change to this or do something different, as we all do. But the thing about that though is this is what we're supposed to be doing. We have to be flexible enough to make those changes in our lives, to do the things that we have to do so that we can do the things that we want to do. We have to be able to manage our time. And even some people, don't get me wrong, well, I have a pet peeve. I have a very big pet peeve. Longhorn does not like to be late. I do not. Only thing I want to be late for is my funeral. That's the only thing I want to be late for. And I know some people say, oh, that's your army bringing up, that's your military background or growing up as an army brat. That may be true. But let me explain something to you. Time, if somebody can't trust you with their time, how can they trust you with anything else? If they can't trust you to be on time, how can you ask somebody to trust you with anything else? Why? Because time is our most valued commodity other than our own lives. So we should take it very seriously. Not just our time, but the next person's time. Some people make it a habit to show up for anything and everything they do late. And they'll brag about it. Oh, I'm always fashionably late. There is no such thing as fashionably late. Or some people try to say, "Oh, I'm making an appearance. I'm making a grand entrance." You better bring your ass on in here on time, because there are advantages to being on time. If you're on time, or if you're there before time, military thing. Um, if you're supposed to be here, if you're supposed to be here at 0900, be there at 0845, because if you're on time, you're late. And it puts you in a bad situation versus if you are there before time, it puts you into the driver's seat. It puts you into a position to where, hey, I'm already here. So what's going on? Why are you late? Why are you late? It puts you into a whole different position being on time. But No, doctors never come on time, true enough. But guess what, though, James? If you show up before your time and the doctor's running in, he walks in, what does he do? First words out of his mouth, I apologize. Oh, I'm running late. I apologize. Or the nurses apologizing. Hey, the doctor's going to be late. Okay, fine. But if you're already there, then guess what? You are in control. Time, TIME, is the most important commodity you have next to your heartbeat and you breathing. Today, I spent 4 hours with my grandson fishing. We caught a baby bass, about yay big, and we caught a turtle. Yeah, it was a 5 pound turtle. It was a big ass turtle. But we spent that time together, that quality time together. When I was growing up, my grandfathers never spent any time with me. My grandmothers never spent any time with me. My great grandmother spent time with me. And I remember it. I remember the time we had together. I remember it up till, because see, I was with her when she took her final breath. I was 6 years old. I mean, I was 5 years old, 6 years old. I was in kindergarten. And she was buttoning up my favorite lavender shirt. I called it my Three Musketeer shirt because it had the puffy sleeves on it. And she was buttoning up my shirt. And then she just fell back on the bed. And she was gone right in front of me. I remember that time. So, what I'm trying to get you to is manage your time, appreciate your time, share your time with those that you love, value your time because you don't know how much time you've got, and be on time. Is really, really, really simple. Hey, Miss Ethel, how you doing? Good to see you. Brother Reginald, good to see you. He said, preach, my wife needs this lesson. Hey, man, don't look, yeah, don't get me beat up by your wife, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to just show up, and me and you in the same space and she there, and all of a sudden, pow, I get, nailed with a purse. Don't do that. But I picked this topic tonight because it's so important. And quite frankly, none of us know how much time we have left. We talk about it. Hey, man, I'm going to do this. I'm planning to do that. I'm planning to do this. And I respect folks that are retired. Folks that are retired don't even wear a watch. Hey, you through working. Got it. Cool. But even you retired people, if you got somewhere to be, I need you to be your ass there on time, preferably before time. Because another phrase that I learned, I'd rather be looking at you than looking for you. Mm. And that one stuck right here. I mean, that one just meant, I'm like, I'm using that. I'm keeping that. Yeah. I'd rather be looking at you because you're here before you're supposed to be here than to be looking for you. And then some people will just say flat out, hey man, that's just the way I am. Then maybe you should reevaluate the way that you are. Because whether you realize it or not, everything that you do, including how you use your time, affects the next person. If you're on a team, it affects the team. If you're on a show, it affects the show. If say you're a football fan, you like to watch football. Everything that happens in football involves time. Thank you, Sammy. I thought somebody appreciated it. My background tonight. She said, "I love that your office chair is on the water because that's where I'm at. That's where I'm floating because hey, that's my peaceful place right there. That's Spanish Lake Park right there out in North County. That's where I was fishing at today. So I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to teach messages in the madness because right now we do live in a bunch of madness. But Time is so important. I had a comedian friend of mine, comedian buddy of mine, passed away here recently. He's a year younger than me. I've watched and read, I've read about 4 or 5 different comics that have passed away this year that are in my age group. So, yeah, if it seems like I'm pushing hard on the gas to move to the next level, I am because I don't know how much time I have, nor do you. So instead of us talking about do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow, do it tomorrow, what's wrong with today? What's wrong with getting whatever it is today? What's wrong with telling somebody I love you today because you might not get that chance tomorrow? What's wrong with doing what you got to do right now? What's wrong with managing your time? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, what y'all got for me tonight? Anybody got anything to say to me tonight? I'm doing all the talking. I see a few comments and everything, but I hope you enjoyed the message. I hope you got something out of the message. And again, the good news is Longhorn's been picked to be a part of a third season of a show called Pure Comedy Laughs. I am ecstatic. I'm seriously, I am. I'm so happy right now, I would stand up and jump for joy, but I don't have on any pants, and y'all don't need to see all that. So, and this is a live show, so yeah, I can't edit it out. You gonna see some shit. So, in the meantime, um, that's the show for tonight. And yeah, I hope you got something out of it. So, as always, I love you. God loves you. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Love them kids. Spend some time with them kids. Respect our vets. I'm Longhorn, Vernon Longhorn Davis. God bless y'all. $2.